Let me ask you something. Do you know what this is? And if you do know what this is, would you call this a safety device? A few years ago, I got sent this thing by a manufacturer that wanted to do business with us at Redline, and I brought the thing home to use here at the shop, and it's not until just recently that I've come to regard this thing as a safety device that could actually save my life. If you don't know what this is basically just a glorified wheel stop. You can use it one of two ways. Either you can set the thing down on the concrete, and you could anchor it to the concrete if you wanted to. You pull your vehicle in, you drive on top of it, and it allows you to stop the car in the exact same location every time. Or the way that I like to use it here in my shop is when I'm lowering my car down off of the lift, and I know I'm about to use the lift to go up and down over and over and over again. I like to put this underneath one of the tires and set the car down onto this plate so I know the car will not shimmy or roll a little forward or rearward. It's going to come down and stay in the exact same spot every single time. So the reason I've come to regard this thing as a safety device is because I've noticed that as I'm sitting here raising and lowering the car over and over again, let's say that I'm doing ride height adjustments on it to where I'm, turning the little collar on the shock to change the ride height of the car. So I'm going up and down over and over and over again. I've come to notice that the car will start to kind of walk away from me. After about maybe a half a dozen or so up and downs, the thing will have moved, I don't know, maybe 2 inches or so, something like that. And this is incredibly important because when you have your frame rail on your lifting foot and that frame rail starts walking away, at some point, that's going to happen. So I decided I just wanted to do a quick little video and prove this to you. I've got my little Bosch laser right here. I'm going to turn this thing on, and I'm going to take a little piece of soapstone right here. I'm going to come over to my car, and you can see that I've got a line showing on the car right there. I'm just going to take that soapstone, and I'm going to draw a little line with the soapstone right there on top of my red laser line. Now watch this. As I start lifting the car up over and over again, and I may do a little time lapse on this, but you'll notice those two lines are going to start moving apart because I don't have anything keeping that car from just ever so slightly moving away. Let me show you. That's amazing. Look at that. The car has moved about 7/8 of an inch, and we only did that 3 times. And to be honest with you, the car falling off of the lift is really only one of your worries. I'll give you another good example where the car kind of creeping along a little bit can cost you big. Notice right here, you see my lifting foot right there? You see my exhaust right here? Look at this. I can barely put my finger in between those two locations. So you can imagine, I've only got something like, a half of an inch that this car can move before those arms start crushing part of my exhaust. So when I made those 3 up and down videos right there, I had to go check my arms each time and make sure nothing terrible was about to happen. But as that car starts creeping and moving on you, you don't have long before, even if it doesn't fall off the frame rail, it gets into something else like the exhaust or a brake line or whatever, and you start tearing stuff up. That is why I like to use this little wheel stop, slide it underneath my wheel, and make sure that every time as I go to lower my lift down, it comes down in the exact same location. It never ever moves. As of today, we do not sell those little wheel stops on our website, but it's a pretty simple little item to get manufactured. So I do plan to offer those things in the near future. When that happens and I have them available, I'll put a link down below in the description. But honestly, the purpose of this video is not to sell you some wheel stop that I'm going to make $4 on each one that we sell. It was mainly to let you guys know that, listen, this is an actual safety hazard, something you guys should know about. plan on. You can make one of those things with a couple pieces of angle iron and maybe some strip and a MIG welder. Hell, you could even use 2 bricks if you had to. But the real purpose of this video is that you understand cars will move that way or that way as you're going up and down. So just be aware of that. Don't let that thing move and run off and damage something or fall off your lift. If you want to make sure you don't miss any of my other videos, click like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all of that good stuff. I hope this video helps somebody out there today, and I appreciate you watching. Y'all be good.